Hey y'all, hope y'all taking care of yourselves out there. I just had a general word I wanted to say, just a sentiment that was on my mind at the moment. And basically, I feel as though, I know for a fact that I was actually set up to be a targeted individual and put in this organized stalking, gang stalking, community stalking program as a young child. So I believe that family at a young age can kind of see who has certain characteristics and attributes and your energy and how you move and how you speak and carry yourself. Even as a child, they can kind of see potential in you. Just like I said in the last video, that the narcissistic elders of the family and the narcissistic matriarchs and narcissistic mothers and fathers and stepfathers and stepmothers, they can see the potential or certain light, or that the Lord's hand is on specific children at a young age, and it's almost like they kind of prey on the child. And throughout my life, on my mom's side of the family, it's just a lot of drug abuse, a lot of crime, a lot of just history of criminal activity. And I wasn't really aware of my father's side of the family, so I don't know them like that too much. But the side of the family I did grow up on did really illustrate to me what I didn't want to become. So I think that law enforcement, certain people in positions of authority, and certain people that my family members were connected to, like the Masonic Bayway Church here in Baytown, Texas, and these other criminals who, pose as God-fearing people, but they're con artists at heart. And they're really deceitful and opportunistic people. I think all these people came together and basically wanted to sort of script your life in a way, or script my life. I think they had a script for me where I was supposed to be some type of thug or gangster, or I was supposed to just, crash out and do some crazy stuff and react and go to jail. I don't believe I was supposed to make it this far, according to them. I think there are many times where, obviously the poisoning, there are certain military grade weapons they hit us with, and certain times where I was in the wrong place, the wrong time, but the Most High God told me to leave that place and avoid any setup. So I do believe there are but I do believe that there are many near misses in my life where I escaped death, or I had a near-death experience, and I shouldn't be here anymore. But it's not up to man, and it's not up to nobody's father figure. It's not up to your mother figure. It's not up to your brothers and siblings and your family, whether or not you live or not. Because ultimately it's up to the Most High God. It's up to the divine. So I say this to say that I'm 27 now, and I feel these people have been trying to set me up all my life using reactive abuse. They send me fake beefs. They manufacture enemies and then send them my way. They get people who lived in a bad side of the town I grew up on to somehow randomly walk down my street out of all places and spot me in my tenant vehicle car and act like they just bumped into me. What are the odds, right? Wearing red shirts and camouflage. They get people to walk past my house back and forth, smoking marijuana, trying to get me hooked on, a habit or a vice when I actually quit smoking already. So it's kind of like, it's almost all, and that's only the half of it, that's not even half of it. It's just like so many setups, It's obvious that it's being sent to me is what I'm trying to say. It's obvious that family is behind this and the people of this community, because they're trying to paint me as somebody I'm not, just because I stay out of my car, or just because as soon as I wake up, I leave out the house to avoid any directed conversation and any perp tactics that my family do. Just because people see me outside all the time doesn't mean I'm up to no good. That doesn't mean that I'm looking for trouble. that doesn't mean that I'm bothering anybody. So I'm in the process of having a vehicle fixed. So at the moment I am on foot, and at the moment, some things happen with the employment. You know what targeted individuals go through. And it's odd how you could be set up by your family and put in this gangstalking program as a targeted individual, and they could literally be sending people from your family to go apply at your jobs or call your jobs and, smear campaign you, so everybody's just looking at you weird. One day everybody's cool, the next day everybody just all switches up, even management. They do all this and then judge you for not having employment, and then want to say words like, oh, he's a bum, or, he's a no life, he's this, he's that. But the thing is, that's because you base the value of people on worldly things. A lot of y'all perps and y'all narcissistic family members who stalk and watch all my pages, like the Gonzalez family, like the Garcia family, like the Constante family, and many more of y'all piece of shit families, y'all like to base people on what they have or what they don't have. And the problem with that is, how could you judge somebody's situation when you're the one that is helping manufacture and sabotage from behind the scenes? How could you judge somebody when you're the one that's actually helping take them down in a conspired group manner with corrupted authorities? Hey, y'all, I'm telling y'all, don't think that these videos don't come with any backlash. These videos I've been making lately, I've been seeing every time I leave my house a police cruiser. Every time I walk around the neighborhood, or I go for a walk at the little trail around here, the public trail where everybody is legally allowed to walk, I'm being harassed and police watching me, police monitoring. You got those people walking around with red and the fake dog walkers they send, and people walk by, and last night they were getting people to drink and be belligerent and yell out random things that are tailored to me specifically, like doing directed conversation to get a reaction out of me. So I'm just going to end this video with saying that in these videos, I don't mean to sound like I'm complaining, because I don't have it as bad as some TIs in some places. So I am grateful that the Most High God is at least making me aware. But I say these videos to let it be known that this is what I'm living. This is what I'm experiencing. I'm here in Baytown, Texas. I'm 27 years old now. I've been going through this since I was a child. I think anybody at this point would be really fed up with this bullshit. And the fact that there are people in higher up positions like, ass clown government officials and people who work for the city and EMS workers and fire department workers doing this, and law enforcement doing all this. And the fact that I know that an uncle figure who never liked me since I was younger worked for the fire department in the city of Baytown. So that's a lot of this is confirmation that these type of people can get in these positions and use these positions to abuse their authority, to surveillance, monitor, watch, and use. What they like to do with me is they like to use the noise campaign. So every single day, they don't miss it. Every single day, they drive past the end of my road with the sirens blaring. At this point, I'm desensitized to it. I could give a shit less. But it's something to note, and it's something to keep track of, because when you can pick up on pattern recognition and can really piece together everything, it starts to make more sense as to who's involved. When people like your stepfather and his son, only them two, and your stepmother and all your siblings just turn on you and they're passive aggressive, but when certain ones are more passive aggressive than others, that gives you a key into who exactly is the ringleaders and who is exactly involved. And what I do want to say also is that I literally mind my business and stay out the way and stay to myself. And I still have people in this community that, on purpose come out of their houses when I leave. When I leave my street, they kind of like vehicle mob on me. All the community mobbing starts, and they start watching me, because these people, like I said, are very entitled people. So the irony is they want to catch you doing something, right? They want to say they're keeping the community safe. They want to catch you doing something or claim you're somebody that you're not in order to keep the community safe. But at the same time, in a group manner, All of you grown people with houses, kids, wives, cars, all these things that supposedly make y'all a good person of society are all coming together in a sick community and mobbing manner to come against one individual in order to get that individual to either off themselves, to reactive abuse, or to get that individual to do something crazy in order to incriminate themselves. So there's nothing normal about this community. There's nothing normal or entitled about any of these people, because honestly, at the end of the day, all of y'all are just pieces of shit. All of y'all are adult bullies, and y'all like to try to ruin and undermine a person's life even if y'all don't know them. And y'all like to do it just because everybody else is doing it. And y'all have a mob mentality. Y'all have a group think, monkey see, monkey do mentality. So people like me will never fit in with y'all. And like I said, this is my job. I am doing my job. I just showed up on time and clocked in. I'm speaking the truth. Just clocked in with the Most High God right now. So you can keep talking about who I am in this society, or saying I'm this, saying I'm that. But to me, I know a lot of y'all perps like to use different phrases like crazy work. Well, to me, it's crazy work how all of y'all been trying to take me down for years, and y'all still haven't succeeded, and y'all still won't. Even with the corrupted ass government officials and political ass clowns and corrupted authorities backing y'all still ain't stopping shit. And the Most High God in these next couple years is gonna show y'all why y'all should have never fucked with me. And I'm not mad, y'all, but it's gonna be known the Most High is a God of vengeance, not a God of peace and hugs and kisses. So y'all need to show some respect around this bitch. Y'all take care, man. And I make these videos because truthfully, I know who's listening. And truthfully, I want them to hear it. I want them to play these videos. Play this at the Fusion Center. Play this at your little headquarters. Play this in your little lodges, in your secret organization areas, wherever y'all do all that sick shit. Because the truth needs to be heard. And I'm just doing my job, right? I'm just clocking in, doing my job. So y'all take care. All praise is due to the Most High God. I appreciate y'all for listening to my little rant yap session. Love y'all.